Hi, my name is Bobby Lienau, and I'm with BigFishTackle.com, and I am here at the 2011 Long Beach Fishing and Tackle Boat Show. Not only is this the funnest, but the finest and biggest fishing and boating show in Southern California, period. I have been blessed and am so lucky to be sitting with Mr. Mike Lackey, Captain Mike Lackey of the Vagabond, a long-range boat out of San Diego that I personally have been riding for over 10 years myself. I know for a fact that this guy's been driving boats for probably close to 40 years. I'm curious to find out how long he's been on the Vagabond. I'm going to guess around 15 or 20 years. Good morning, Mike, for starters. And how long have you been driving the Vagabond, Mike?
I've been on the boat 21 years now.
21 years. I'll tell you what, talk about getting used to a boat. Mr. Lackey has a long-range boat. His boat runs anywhere from a day and a half up to 8 to 10 day trips out of San Diego. It's long-range fishing at its finest. A couple really neat things, and what I like about the Vagabond is Mike really strives hard, I know, to keep his price extremely competitive when it comes to long-range fishing. He keeps his pricing very competitive. He has a ton of return business because of it, and this guy, bar none, in my mind, the finest bluefin captain down in San Diego. These bluefin tuna, as we all know, is like, I mean, these things can be like trying to catch a porpoise at times, next to impossible. And I've been on boat rides with this guy when there's 20 boats driving around and we're stopped and we got bent rods. Mike, I gotta hand it to you. You are the man for catching bluefin. I've been on the boat with 100-pounders coming over the rail, 60s, 40s, 30s, just some really awesome fish. I'm hearing, regarding bluefin tuna, one of the finest eating tuna there is that we can catch on rod and reel. I'm noticing, I was down there a couple trips ago. I noticed some of the tuna that came off the boat. I mean, the stuff looked like it had darn near just come out of the water. I know you guys strive really hard to really produce the finest product. And when I say product, fillets or whole fish. So when you get back, that's part of getting your money's worth is, getting some real quality fish. What do you do on your boat that's special to make sure that I'm getting good product and good fish and good fillets when I get off your boat?
Every fish that comes on the boat is bled, gaffed in the head if we can possibly do it. And then they handle it on the boat as gentle as possible, put it in a temperature-controlled fish hole to keep it at optimum temperature, keep the meat to where it's firm, perfectly beautiful color. And they handle it as gentle as possible all the way till the time it comes up to the top of the dock and you take it home. Never freeze it. Keep it nice and fresh. We try and get it down to about 28.5 degrees as quick as possible, and I think that's the secret.
Wow. I'll tell you what, some of the stuff that came up board the boat, I mean, this stuff looked like you could drive this stuff home, let it sit for an hour or two, and fillet it and eat sashimi right on the spot. The stuff absolutely looked that good. Another real cool thing about San Diego is there's fish processors down there. And when I say a fish processor, when you get off the boat and all the fish get divided up, and if this is your first time going on a multi-day trip, know that when you get off the boat, there's going to be a bunch of numbers out there on the sidewalk where you get off. All the fish need to be separated into piles. You have a number which identifies you when you're on board the boat, and this isn't just go find your number and drag your fish over there. It's a job that everybody has to do. Everybody has to be involved, and separating those fish is extremely important. So when you're done dividing the fish, Mike's going to be up there at the top of the ramp, and he weighs in. He does what's called the jackpot. Most of these long-range boats have first through third place jackpot. The captain comes up, starts hanging fish, and that's how you do your jackpot. I want to ask a fishing question, Mike. Last year, it seemed to me when I was down there more and more, and I've asked a couple other captains about this, that it seemed like these albacore schools were really mixed in with the bluefin. When I was down there on the boat that I work on, it just seemed like these albacore are acting like bluefin. They're extremely picky. Albacore will be known for getting real dumb and coming right to the boat and really just, I mean, darn near bumping off the side of the boat, and you could lift these things aboard with a heavy fishing line. And these things were extremely picky this year. Am I anywhere near right with what I saw, or was it too much bait in the water, or what was cooking down there?
I just think it's general water conditions. I think it affected both fish, the albacore and the bluefin. The bluefin definitely were the leaders in the pack this year because there was a lot more of them. There was good volume albacore around, but there was unbelievable bluefin.
Yeah, there was some unbelievable bluefin down there. I saw some big schools myself, and it didn't seem to be out of the norm to round up, 30 to 50 pound fish. There were some really nice schools of fish down there. The big hype, of course, is the cow yellowfin tuna. We all know, we've all heard about it. If you've either read an article about long range, been on a trip, talk long range, everybody wants to talk about the big giant tuna. There are a certain couple times a year that we can go down and chase those tuna. Also, Guadalupe Island is another spot where we chase tuna. They're not quite as big, but you also do Guadalupe Island trips too, Mike. And how big are the tuna that we're going to find at Guadalupe?
Well, the biggest yellowfin tuna we've ever taken is 185 from there, but common jackpot expected to be 100 to 115 pounds, and the average fish is probably more like 60 to 70 pounds.
Yeah, that's a really, really good grade of fish, and you can have 10 of those things hanging at one time, too. When they want to bite, they bite real good, but they're just like any other kind of fish. You can sit for 4 hours and not get a bite. All right, we got to touch before we go, Mike. There's a lot of scuttlebutt. It's in the magazines, on down the list, but this is my chance to get to hear it from the man himself, Mike Lackey, who loves nothing more but to chase big fish, whether it's bluefin or yellowfin. This guy stuck a gaff in a fish along with his crew and put a 400-pound yellowfin tuna on board. We're going to find out exactly what the weight is here, but this 400-pound fish has been sought after for a long time. Overnight, not only were you famous already, but you're more famous now, Mike. How heavy was the fish?
405 pounds is what it came out with. We took the rope off, 405 pounds. It's now the new standing world record.
Unbelievable. That is a heavy fish, Mike. Congratulations for starters. That is absolutely huge. I'll tell you what, guys, San Diego, the Vagabond, like I said, Mike tries extremely hard, keeping his pricing competitive, treating you right on board. Great galley, knows how to handle the bait, knows how to handle the fish, and I'll tell you what, if you want to catch a bluefin, this is the guy you got to go fishing with. I know you got a website, Mike. What's your website so everybody watching can get a phone number to the boat and a website, please?
You'll find us at vagabondsportfishing.com, and it's 619-224-6500.
Thank you, Mike. I'm totally stoked, man. 405-pound yellowfin. I'm sitting next to the captain. That's the guy that put that lucky angler on board.